Dmitry, let's talk a little bit about orders from India for Russian oil have dropped since President Trump increased tariffs on Modi's government, accusing India of funding the Kremlin's war machine. How is US pressure impacting the Russia-India relationship? And I also think, how is it impacting the Russian economy?
Well, if we speak about the bilateral relations, the influence of the US pressure is relatively limited, because I would say that the key problem of the Russia-Indian relations is not even the economic pressure or US sanctions and so on. I think that the key problem is the very model of Russia-India relations, which is very limited by defense cooperation, arms exports, and oil supply. With these just two levels, two dimensions of cooperation, it is very fragile. From this perspective, both Moscow and New Delhi are very interested in changing this model into some kind of deeper cooperation in different spheres, in technologies, in cooperation between banks, in cooperation in sphere of artificial intelligence. But for now, it's mostly words, right? Of course, if we speak about oil supplies, yes, they declined pretty significantly. But if we speak about the Russian oil exports in general, it did not decline fundamentally because of the American sanctions, simply because the balance on the energy markets is still very fragile, and Chinese and other economies just need oil. So by this or that means, through different schemes, Russian oil continues to go to Asian markets and probably even to India, but it's like black or gray schemes, which is very difficult to track. If we speak about Russian economy in general, I think that to some extent there is some pressure, but we do not feel it so much, simply because Russian economy is mostly under the pressure of the military expenditures, which is around 1/3 of the Russian federal budget. It is much more fundamental factor in slowdown of Russian economy than a relative decline of the Russian oil supplies.